Hi, everybody, and welcome to episode 5 of Mission 1. And in this episode, we'll be going to the moon with Kerbals. And I'm 100% sure about this because we have already created a craft. I have already created a which is right here. There it is. This is my craft that will get us all the way to the moon. Proven that it works. I've tested it. And we'll get all the way to the moon, grab some delicious science. Then after that, we'll be able to get ourselves some solar panels, which will allow us to create a full, proper geostationary thing. And hopefully, even if we don't have enough, even if we do have just enough science, we'll also be able to get some new antenna, which I think would be very possible. So let's launch this. So here we are. So we'll be able to get that new antenna better for geostationary orbit. So here we have our asparagus stage stuff. Build process is already done. And anyway, let's launch. Off we go. So we have a lot of boosters to get us up into space. Well, just 4 boosters, but a lot of, the boosting stage is quite big. So now let's start turning to make sure that we have enough time. The only worry for me is the landing gear that I'm using is quite weak. So I'll have to make sure that my land on the moon is very, very, very light. Okay, and let go of the boosters. Bam. And those. There we go. Now we can really turn. Because... Okay, wait. SES, please help me. There we go. Okay, because of the amount of time I didn't spend on 45 degrees, as I think I've said in previous episodes, that's the best place to be. I'm going to spend some time on the, a little bit outside of the 45 degrees. Just so we can get our extra wide orbit like this. Let's see here. And wait for it. Just about 70. Yeah, this is good enough. Bam. And let's make this much larger. 62, 76. 67, 79. Can we rotate it to make it, no, wait, rotate it like this. Bam. And then just make it a little bit smaller. There we go. Okay, perfect. Now let's move to our point. So, and we're going to burn for about 30 seconds, a bit more than 30 seconds, let's say 33 seconds. Okay, let's see. Actually, let's start at 35 because we have 3 boosters in this stage, but I don't think we'll have enough fuel for all 3 boosters to burn out. So let's just do this. So right about, it's actually 37. Let's start launching now. There we go. We'll get to the moon. We'll be able to take samples. So here we have our science module, and then we'll get back. We'll have a bunch of science to spend on parts, which we'll be able to create much cooler stuff. And I think even with the parts that we have now, even with this ship, I think that we'll still be able to. We might even be able to make it to Minmus, the second moon of Kerbal. So we're gonna do in the next episode. I think we're gonna get to Minmus, and then after that already, we'll go into interplanetary travel. And I think that'll be quite possible with probably like a Duna mission or an Eve mission or something like that. I think Duna is easier. I think we'll go to its moon, or we'll go to Eve's moon, which is Gilly, which requires very little fuel because it's extremely light. It's a very small moon. So if your rocket starts tilting up, that means that you're falling lower technically, because you have your SAS locked onto your maneuver node. So it means you're falling, but it's not really that much of a worry because see, now we're gonna make it, and 0.4. There we go. 69 and 75. That's good enough. Now we have to get to the moon. So now let's make a maneuver node. So let's think about this. Moon's over there, right about there, I think. Let's see what happens, and... oh, too far, too far. There we go. Just a bit, just make it... So the farther it goes, that means, the farther it shoots you out, that means the closer you are to the moon. So let's see, oh! Too far. Let's move this down. Bam. Okay, this time I want to land specifically on the daylight side because this time here, remember it crashed. We don't want that. The last episode's ship crashed on the moon because we couldn't see. So this time we'll make sure that we can see. Yeah, that's going to be the whole point. So here we have extra fuel, as you can see there, because I've gone to the moon actually on this save in this ship. That's why I know that it works. There's not going to be a lot of surprises as to like it not working. So we know that it'll work as long as I'm careful with how I land on the moon. I'll be fine. Music stopped because we're just under the limit of the atmosphere, but really it shouldn't matter because we're gonna start going up as well. So come on, a bit faster. What's the lowest here? Periapsis. What is the periapsis? Is 69,436. Yeah, okay, so really it's not that much of a big deal. We'll still go up. Are we going to start going up yet? No, we're not going up yet. Wait for it. And see, we're going to start going up again. There we go, yeah, we're going up again. As you can see, the numbers up here. So, come on, get us up to above 70,000. And we can start speeding up time even more. So 30 seconds, as you can see, this is a 1 minute burn. So 30 seconds is when I should start my burn with this engine here to get to the moon. But I think actually maybe a bit more than 30 seconds because of the fact that I'm using two different engines. The swivel engine on the inside of here is not as strong as the Reliant engine here. So we're going to start our burn. Did we start a bit early? I'm not actually 100% sure. But just a bit earlier. So here we are. See, we're going to go... Oh, where are we going? Down. Yeah, so now we're going to go higher. So we're going faster, faster, faster. Higher and higher. Make sure our burn works out. Okay, so here we are, and I think as soon as we're finished this burn, we're going to skip straight to our encounter with the moon, and let's stop our burn now and check what's going on there, now. Good timing. Here we go, perfect. Okay, 22,000, perfect. Okay, that means I will see you guys, well, for you it'll be in no time, but, on our encounter with the moon. Okay, so here we are, on our encounter with the moon. We already have our maneuver node set up, so that we can orbit it, and then find a correct place to, slow down so that we can land. So, let's time warp all the way to our maneuver node. Now, if you remember last episode, I was worrying because we were out of signal. But in this case, we don't have to worry about that at all because it's Kerbal, meaning that we don't need a signal. So it's here. Okay, 30 is about 7 seconds. At 7 seconds, I should burn. Okay, here we are. Oh. I started too late. Oh, whoa, 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 FPS lag. Sorry about that. Oh, there's our planet. Right there. There we go. Okay, let's see. Cool. Now, let's add our maneuver node that'll allow us to slow down. Right about there. Yeah, let's do that. That's not that bad. That's a 3-second burn. Wow, okay, so we have a lot of time, a lot of fuel left over, which is good. Okay, let's keep going until we make it to the 3 seconds. That's about at 2 seconds I should start burning. Okay. Okay, here we are. Let's keep going. Okay, I will turn right about now. If you might see we have a bit of like lag textures, it's just because the textures have to change after such a long time of speeding up. So here we go, 3 seconds burn, meaning that I should probably do it at about 5 seconds. I should do I should start about a halfway burn, so that we can get it pretty precise. So now let's see, and okay, 5 seconds, and let's do this. Here we go, and there. Okay, now we're slowing down. So now we're gonna start falling. Now let's fall into this crater. I want to fall into this crater, so let's slow down as much as possible on this engine that we have here. Okay, there we go. Slow down. Open our gear. Our landing gear. We're going to land in this crater here. It seems to be quite flat, which is perfect for our landing space. Okay. And come on. Let's log our temperature up here while we're at it. Log temperature and keep the data. Log temperature, log pressure data, and keep it. Actually, I'm not sure. Oh, because we'll have to. Oh yeah, then we can remove it. No. Oh, then can we store multiple? No, we can't store multiple of one data. No, I don't think so. Okay, so then there was no point to doing that. Let's see. Let's remove the data then. Review the data. Reset the experiment. Then take this, review the data, reset the experiment, and then when we're actually on the surface, we'll take those experiments. So here we are. I'll slow down. So here we have another crater. Okay, so we need to make sure that we try not to land on a hill, and if we do land on a hill, we need to make sure that we try so that we don't actually fall over, so that our ship doesn't fall over, so taking off isn't such a pain. So here we go. Here we go, so about 6 out. Okay, yeah, let's start burning again. Slow ourselves down. There we go. Slow ourselves down as much as possible. Galaxies in the background, very pretty. Here we are. Oh, we started going up. There we go. Now let's start going down again. Oh, we can't travel any higher. Okay, so let's wait. So there's our shadow. It's very important so that you can see the shadow. So there we go. Let's try and keep the electrical charge at a maximum. Because the electrical charge, all we have is from this this thing here, this crew vessel, which is not that good. I should have put more batteries on this, come to think of it. So let's see. Let's slow it down a little bit. Make sure that by the time we actually get to the surface, we're not going too fast. So 30 meters. I'll start burning when we get to around 10. Yeah, there we go. So that doesn't take forever for us to fall. So 2,000 or 3,000 meters away. This, by the way, these 3,000 and all these numbers is from sea level. So a lot of the times when you're landing on planets, you have to make sure that you realize that most of the rocks here, most of the land is above sea level for the planet, which is a weird thing in my opinion. For example, on Minmus, there are basically seas there, and when you land on a sea, you can rely on this thing that it will be at 0. But you also have to. But for pretty much all other planets, you have to and moons, you have to be able to realize that it's most likely going to be above sea level. So you need to make sure you're prepared for that. So we've got just a second here. We're getting closer and closer. Slow down even more and more. Make sure that we have a smooth landing. We have quite a bit of fuel left for this landing. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Let's try and stay at like a 3 or something. Okay. Slow down even more. Okay, let's try and keep... Come on, don't fall over. Swear to God, if you fall over... Oh! It's not falling over. It's not falling over. Ah, please don't. It's rolling around. I don't like that. Okay, let's quickly take all the science. Observe it. Keep the experiment. Open the doors. Observe the materials bay. Keep the experiment. Log the pressure data. Keep the experiment. Log the temperature. Keep the experiment. Then get a crew report. Keep the experiment. EVA report. Keep that and keep it. Board. Now what we can do is we can close these doors. Let's see how far. Okay, let's try and do this. We can do is we can launch straight up with all the fuel we have, then get out EVA, get all of the stuff as get all of the science. Okay, here we are, here we are, here we are. Okay, then quickly EVA. Then let go. Then quickly, come on, let me collect the data. Take the data. Collect data. Take data. Okay, we've taken all of the data. Bam. And let's review. Okay, review stored data 6. Good. Review report. Okay, temperature scan. Good. EVA report. Surface sample. Okay, good. Keep. Okay. Now we can let go of these. And we can launch ourselves into an orbit. Here we go. Let's launch ourselves into an orbit. Let's launch ourselves up a little bit. Get our apoapsis a little bit higher. So at 45 degrees. So let's get it at about, I'd say 10,000. Let's do 10,000 just to be safe. There we go. Add maneuver and make ourselves an orbit. There we go. Move this down there. and then for a 6-second burn, okay? So let's take our 6 seconds, just a second. And, okay. Now 6, bam, start burning. And make sure our orbit, we can orbit around the moon, and then travel back to Kerbal, and we have all of our delicious science. There we go. There we go, perfect. Now, let's see. What we want to do is we want to make our orbit such that when we fly out, here we go. We're going as close as possible. Okay, 96,000. 19,000. 19,000 is perfect. Okay, let's go over there. That's about a 15-second burn. Okay. 15 seconds. Let's go 15 seconds. There we go. 33 minutes. Oh, we have to go all the way around the moon. Let's watch this. Us going all the way around the moon. Whee! That's the moon below us. That's Kerbal. Okay. Now, let's see. Keep it going, keep it going. 15 minutes left until we get to our burn. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, here we go. And the reason I had to launch off so fast is because, and didn't put a flag down, is because it was wibbling wobbling so much that I thought we might have the issue of the fact that it could completely fall over, and therefore we would never be able to take off again. And I don't want that to happen. Okay, let's see. There we go. And close that off. There we go. Perfect. Now, cool. Okay, now what's our periapsis here? 27,000. That's good. Now, let's go all the way back home. Oh wait, yeah. Faster. We don't need to go slower. We need to go faster. Okay, here we go. Whee! There we go. And there we go. Down we go. Now let's go back. And no lag was experienced. Okay. Down we go. Okay, here we go. Yeah, see, we're experiencing a bit of lag because we're getting closer and closer. There we go, like that. Perfect. This had a lot of fuel left, damn. It's a shame that it has to go. Anyway, let's keep going. So yes, with this very same ship, I think we'll be able to get to Minmus. So I think that's what we'll do in the next episode. Sorry, that was my watch. Let's keep going. Down we go. What is with this camera angle? Oh, yeah, there's our little guy. Okay, let's watch him blow up our fuel tank with the engine. Okay, come on, blow up. We want to see you blow up. We want to see you blow up. We want to see explosions. Usually what happens with debris like this is that... oh, okay, there we go. Regular angle. Usually what happens with debris like... okay, so he blows up. It usually goes so much faster, and I never understand why, but then it slows down, and we just speed right by it. So here we go. See, we're slowing down, and sometimes this happened to me when I was watching other KSP players play this game. They would always start slowing down much faster than I would, and I always got confused as to how they would slow down faster than I would, but in reality is that I was just being a bit paranoid. And realizing that I am slowing down fast enough, and I shouldn't be worrying so much. So let's move this down here. And the reason we're moving this down is because we have these two sort of drogue chutes here. Where here? There. Drogue chutes. And what they do is they slow. They're like before before you actually open your regular parachute, you use these because they can work in higher speeds. So see, we're slowing down below 1,000. There we go, and I think it's below 800 you can start using these meters per second. Yeah, below 800 you can start using these drogue chutes. So they're for like upper atmosphere sort of things. So they're not strong. They won't be able to really break you completely, make you break completely. So here we go. And they slow you down enough to use your regular chute. So this is the sort of system that I always do for short-range missions to the moon and to Minmus and stuff like that. I always sort of do this formation where 2 drogue chutes and then 1 large one. So, yeah. So we're going to land on the ground, and I'll see you in a bit. And then we'll start talking about science. Okay, so we have landed. And we are ready to recover. And so now that we have recovered our vessel, guess what? It's time to celebrate. We made it to the moon, and we got 462 science. Oh my god. We'll be able to get so much parts. We'll be able to fly so far. Okay. Landing. We do need new landing struts. Electricity. We do need this. Okay, let's see. Can we get better... ooh. We got rovers. RCS. We'll be able to start making our first... Yes, let's do that. We'll be able to start making it. We'll be able to make our first space station. Let's see. Okay, that we don't really need so far. Nope. Oh, this would be useful. Let's see. Okay, let's see. What about... here we go. Our first relay antenna. 160 for just this? Well, we'll be able to go pretty far with it. Let's see. Or this one. With extra solar panels. I don't know. No, let's get our first relay network out there. Because if we're able to get our first relay network, we'll be able to... Wait, what's this? What's this thing? Monopropellant tank. Oh, okay. Well, we've got our RCS already here. So we'll be able to make our first space station. Although, where's the actual science lab module thing? Where is it? Because technically, if we want to make a space station, that's what we should be going for first. Let's see, where's our science? It should be down here, mainly. Nope, nope, nope. No, no, no. No, this is not all. This is all not stuff we need. Let's see, where is the science, sort of main science thing? Okay, this direction. Miniaturization, no. No. Advanced, oh, this is the one. This is what we need. How much is this? This is 90. So this is the one we need for our space station. The space station will give us a lot of science, so I think we'll do that. We'll get this thing. 160, so that's just 60 science. That's not too bad. But I think in the next episode, what we're going to do is we're going to send a Kerbal to Minmus with the same ship we have now. And then we're going to finalize our getting of science. And then we're going to build a space station and a relay network. So yeah. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Actually, first, before we do anything like that, let's decide on something else. We have enough for one more thing, and I think it's going to be this. Because this gives us an engine that we can use with our new tanks. So, yes. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. And I hope you join us for the next one, episode 6, that'll be released next Saturday. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.